So, you're thinking about doing a PhD at GITM? That's awesome. But yeah, the application process can look a little complicated. Don't worry, it doesn't have to be. We're about to break down everything you need to know for the 2026-2027 admissions, and we're going to turn that whole confusing maze into a really clear path. Let's dive in. Look, we're going straight to the source for this one, the official admissions brochure. That way, you know you're getting the most accurate info possible. By the end of this, you won't just know the steps, you'll actually understand the why behind them, which is going to help you put together a much stronger application. We've broken our little journey down into 6 simple parts. First, we'll figure out which PhD path is the right one for you. Then, we'll check if you're eligible. After that, we'll walk through the whole admission process, talk about the application itself, mark down some key deadlines, and finally, we'll look at what makes doing a PhD at GITAM such a great choice. Okay, first things first, let's find the right fit for you. GITAM actually offers 2 different PhD paths, and your choice is going to depend entirely on where you are in your career right now and what your research goals are. Let's break them down. So this is your first key decision. Are you looking for that classic, on-campus, full immersion research experience? That's the full-time program. Or maybe you're already a working scientist and you want to get your PhD while keeping your job. Well, that's the extramural program. It really just comes down to your current situation. All right, so you've picked your path. Now comes the first real checkpoint, eligibility. Let's take a close look at the specific academic requirements you'll need to meet to even get in the door. This is the big question, right? Do you have the grades? GITAM has a couple of different ways you can qualify for their PhD program, and it depends on whether you're coming in with a master's degree or straight from your bachelor's. Let's see exactly what you need for each. For those of you with a master's or an MPhil, the magic number to remember is 55%. That's the aggregate marks you need. And it doesn't matter if your master's was a 1-year or a 2-year program, as long as you hit that 55% mark, you've cleared this first hurdle. Now, here's a really interesting option, especially for you high achievers out there. If you finished a 4-year bachelor's degree and you kept a really strong academic record, we're talking at least 75% aggregate marks, you can actually apply directly to the PhD program. This lets you jump right into research without needing to do a master's first. And hey, for anyone who's in their final year right now, listen up because this is huge. Even if you're still waiting for your final results, you can and you absolutely should apply now. Don't let that last semester slow you down. You can get the ball rolling while you're wrapping up your coursework. So you've confirmed you're eligible. Awesome. What's next? Well, now you enter the selection process, which is really designed to find the most promising researchers. Let's walk through it step by step. The whole thing is broken down into 4 pretty clear steps. It all starts with you submitting your application online. Then, most of you will take the GRET. That's the GITAM Research Admissions Test. If you do well on that, you'll get an invite for an interview, and that's the final step before you get an admission offer. But wait a minute. What if you've already proven yourself by acing a big national exam? It's a question a lot of applicants have, and the answer is a really important one. And the answer is a big yes, you can. If you have a valid score from any of these national level exams like UGC Net or GATE, you get to skip the GRE exam entirely and go straight to the interview. This is a huge advantage, so make sure you highlight those scores in your application. Okay, the interview is your final step. This is your moment. You really need to convince the panel of 3 things. 1, that you've got the skills to do the research you're proposing. 2, that GITM has the resources to support you. And 3, that your work is actually going to contribute something new. At the end of the day, it's all about merit, the merit of you and your idea. All right, let's get down to the nuts and bolts. We know the process, but what do you actually need to do to submit your application? Let's get into those practical details. First things first, let's talk about the fee. There's a one-time, non-refundable registration fee of 1,200 rupees. This just covers the admin side of processing your application, and you'll pay it online when you submit everything. This table gives you a super clear look at the program fees, which is essential for your planning, right? For most of you going for the full-time program, the annual fee is 30,000 rupees. For those in the extramural program, it's 1 lakh per year. And for our international applicants, the fee is $2,500 annually, plus a one-time processing fee. No surprises here. And here is a quick but really vital tip. Make sure you have PDF copies of all your certificates and your ID documents ready to go. You have to upload these with your online application, and having them ready will make the whole process so much smoother. Okay, This next part is maybe the most critical section of all. Seriously. You can have the most perfect application in the world, but it means absolutely nothing if you miss the deadline. So let's look at the key dates you need to circle on your calendar right now.
Here's your timeline. Get ready. Applications close on May 11th. The entrance exams are later that month, and then interviews will take up a big chunk of June. You'll know the final results by June 30th, which gives you plenty of time before the program kicks off on August 24th. These dates are solid, so plan accordingly.
So, after going through that whole process, what's the payoff? Why should you choose GITAM for your doctoral research? Let's wrap things up by looking at the incredible advantages and support they have for their scholars. This number right here is a total game changer for so many people. Full-time PhD scholars at GITAM can get a fellowship of 33,000 rupees every single month. That kind of financial support means you can truly focus on your research without that constant money stress. But look, the GITAM advantage is so much more than just financial support. It's about becoming part of this amazing research ecosystem. This means you're not just stuck in a lab, you're collaborating with top scientists, you're getting opportunities to work at national facilities or even abroad, and you're getting support to go share your work at conferences around the world.
And that's it. That is your complete roadmap to the GITAM PhD program. We've talked about the programs, the process, and the payoff. The only question left is, are you ready to make your contribution to the world of knowledge? If the answer is yes, then your journey starts right here. Go ahead and scan the code to apply.